welcome to this week's Open Source Arting with Malcolm Luther. That's right, Open Source Arting with Malcolm Luther. Hey, this is going to be more software and art centric, and I got a hard deadline of 1 minute for Instagram, and then after that minute, all of the rest of this will be pretty much for YouTube, Facebook, and whatever. Minds.com. You know where I'm going at here. But, all right, got the timing and whatnot down. So if you're on Instagram and you want to see the rest of this, click on the link to my minds.com, and that's where the full video will be at, or on YouTube, or if you're also hooked up with me on the Facebooks. Everybody enjoy this. Enjoy the peace. All right, now on to the full show. About 6 minutes and a half now. This is all of the video and visual output of one day for me. So I wake up, I'll do a bunch of fractals. And then after that, I'll apply, some filters or whatnot to set fractals but I'm working in 10s and 20s. These are just like the edited down ones. And then I generally finish up with the patterning, which is I'm running those fractals through a kaleidoscope and then picking the numbers. Then it's down to how many reflections and whatnot I want. I'm only doing like a tip of the iceberg type thing, but I'm never going to repeat myself if I always stick to fractals and just worry about the colors. And messing around with the colors is the fun part. I'll be honest with you. Getting the coloring right and whatnot is where I spend most of my time. I've been working with fractals now for damn near since I began. And the fun thing is because of fractals and the randomness of chaos, but as you zoom in and out, it repeats itself. It allowed software to build algorithms to enlarge pictures with no degradation in image quality. So I could start on my phone, but it's really down to what I want to print it for. Do I want to print it for visual video, or do I want to print it all the way up to mural and wall size? I can also put any of my images on t-shirts, cups, what have you. Get at me. It's that simple. Oh, we're gonna end with, fan asked me if I was into comic books, and the answer to that is yes. I'm a big old comic book nerd, and I usually drop subtle references here and there, but this is like a rough draft. I'll do the characters, adding them together. This is a cover, like halfway done. Haven't put the backgrounds, explosions, and superpowers in. And then after this is my open source for the different art you see. I start out in software called Drawkami, and available for everything. Drawkami, and I'm calling this whole thing the Gestalt, Drawkami Gestalt. After Drawkami, I do my foundations and underdrawing in Sketchbook Pro. I can use that on the phone or go directly to the big rig computer, Galactica, and use my Wacom tablet to tighten things up, move them around scale. But generally from the base colors and shapes is pretty close to what I do the foundation under too. And then from there, I'll finish on the big computer. That's what I'll use, GIMP or Krita. If anybody's interested, I'll do a shout out, like a shootout between those two softwares. I use GIMP and or Krita for the layering effects and adding the texture into the picture. That's the little thing, the texture and the lighting afterwards. I also sometimes cheat and use Blender for that too. So ironically, because of fractals, it allows to enlarge something that starts on my phone to pretty much image quality to any size you want after the fact. Chaos sometimes works out, and it's non-repeating, and I'll always have a boring one. Sometimes I'll start my morning and I'll make beats. Most of the time I'll start with fractals. I'll walk down to Miss Ann's garden, go take pictures of some flowers, but try to get some pretty into your life as much as you can every day, because Lord knows there's more than enough negative going on. All right, we're getting close to the end. I wanted to give a big shout out to Pay Attention to Minds. I think Minds is going to end up being a place to go besides Facebook. They pay you to post your stuff. It's completely tied in with cryptocurrency. There's a lot of nerdy stuff in on the back end, but I've been doing this for a bit and I like their system. Generally, I'll post on Minds, then YouTube, and then Facebook, because Facebook may block. Sometimes I don't know. I get tagged for copywriting infringement. What the beat I'm using right now is just from the soundtrack for some old 60s Kung Fu films, but looped over and over again. So I guess we're done. I'd like to give a shout out to all my fans, the Crazy 88, Mr. Run TMC. I know I'm getting to it. Everybody love everybody. Let's try to make the place beautiful. Peace! This has been an MLH Studios Productions.